This is Professor Charlie Evans, and this afternoon I'd like to make just a few remarks about the extra credit Japan paragraph assignment that we have in the History 1112 course. And the assignment requires you to read the decrees dealing with the seclusion of Japan in the 17th century by the Tokugawa shogunate, the making of Christianity illegal, the closing of Japan to foreigners, and the prohibition from Japanese from going overseas. And there's a series of decrees that accomplished this in the 17th century. Your task is to read those and then answer the assignment question explaining the key points of the decrees and the rationale of the decrees. One of the interesting things about the decrees is that they were not issued by the Emperor of Japan. They were issued by the leaders of the Tokugawa family, the most powerful shogun in the country, and the shogun that gradually assumed power and control of the other shoguns in the country. And so it's interesting. So let me just repeat that that family is the family that issued the decrees, not the emperor. And so you immediately see one of the rationales for the decrees is that the family wanted to ensure that the family stayed in control, that the Tokugawa clan was in control. And so that's apparent from the decrees. The other interesting thing is that the decrees did isolate Japan. They isolated Japan from contact with foreigners, and those foreigners could be from Western Europe, but they could also be from the Asian mainland. And so it's surprising to me that Japan was able to successfully isolate itself without any long-term economic impact, that the socio-cultural economic stability of Japan continued through the 17th and 18th centuries, and it was only in the 19th century that Japan would end its isolation and rapidly modernize and industrialize and become a formidable economic power in the Pacific Basin. And so the decrees are short. They're interesting. They're too bad that we can't actually read them in the Japanese, because few of us actually read Japanese, and probably fewer of us still read 17th century Japanese. But have a go at the assignment. Read the decrees and write up the paragraph for the assignment. Good luck.